Morning, Tom.
Good morning, Paul. How are you?
Very well, thanks. Very well. Even though I'm not involved in the back to school this year, I still feel it every September. The back to school. And I know you're heavily involved in.
Absolutely. Yeah. Our second is now at secondary school, which feels like
Okay.
a landmark occasion. Yeah, it's the 7th of September, and I dropped him off at the bus stop this morning for the first time, and yeah, off he's gone in his little blazer and tie.
We were talking the other day that so even though I'm not doing the school run directly anymore, because of people on work, it means I've got a permanent connection with schools, really, or we have, because
Yeah,
we spent just before the summer holidays a lot of time talking to quite a few schools in Hertfordshire
yeah,
and around your area in Oxfordshire, and then we made a few connections in East Sussex that are to be continued. And now it's back to school because we had the break of the summer holidays, and now it's back to school. We can, we're really looking forward to picking those back up.
well, absolutely. I mean, Jesus, schools have had an absolute shocker, haven't they? This
They
calendar
really
year.
have. Yeah.
I was talking to a friend about, it was just shortly after Christmas, first few days of January, and Boris Johnson and the government sort of dropped the bombshell, and they said, right, 2 more months of school homeschooling, and then schools have been on the back foot ever since. And then
Yeah.
having all the extra marking for GCSEs and A levels has meant that, yeah, like you say, I think there's been we've to be fair, it's been fantastic, the interest levels that we've had through people writing in cold introductions, one school talking to another.
Yes.
Which is
Yeah.
fantastic. And I really hope we can capitalize on that now that it's back to school. Hopefully, I mean, I know, so our two eldest certainly are still doing the testing side of things,
Right.
but hopefully there's some degree of normality now, and
Yeah.
a bit of bandwidth might be freed up to really sort of get people and work moving and get it brought to life in classrooms a bit more.
Definitely. And that was it was just before the summer holidays, really, that kind of May, June, July run where we had, and it was a real breakthrough for what we're doing, where we started to talk to the schools, and then completely removed of any conversations we were having with schools. We had new schools coming online because one school would be, okay, we're going to start making our playlist, or we're going to start speaking to our alumni about doing interviews and populating our playlist. And then both of us had this. We got a note from a school that we'd not spoken to saying, oh, we've seen what they're doing over there, and we'd like to do it too. And that was like a real moment. But then we had the summer, the break of the summer holidays, and the collective sigh of relief that everybody working in schools will have, and parents too, I guess. And now we're over the summer, and the COVID restrictions, let's hope or the overhead of COVID, let's hope that continues to decline, and that sort of creates the path and leads the way to the work that we can do, building playlists or helping schools manage and build their playlists.
No, I mean, I was thinking, well, we've spoken, haven't we, sort of broadly, this is at least 3-year project, to get it up to a sort of commercially viable thing.
Where it can stand on its own 2 feet and provide a service, and not be looking at how is this going to be something that can continue, where it really gets to a place where it's sustainable. Definitely.
So I think first year's been and gone. We've had paying customers, we've had schools that are very happy with the service. We've got it all sort of set up. This year's really about engaging with the schools and
definitely
and hopefully using that interest levels that we've already seen. Part of that's actually going to be the build out of a website. So at some point between now and Christmas, I hope that we will get a People and Work website up and running, featuring some content, some information there, downloadable information packs for teachers, for careers leaders, for pupils, for people interested in careers. Instructions on how to make your own film and submit it to us, all that sort of good stuff. And then that leads year 3 to start talking to businesses and other sorts of organisations which are interested in doing something with People and Work as well, around employer branding.
Or just promoting what their people are doing, or promoting the sectors. And the other thing that has been such a delight, and it's deliberate, was when we were talking to the schools and they're saying, this is great, how much does it cost? And we've both been delighted to say to the schools, it costs nothing. It kind of reminds me of, if you're of a certain age, if you remember, and you probably younger people have seen Bob Geldof banging the table saying, send us your bloody money, kind of thing. Well, we're saying, don't send us your money, just interview your alumni. But it's a service that schools know. Plenty of businesses in the past and enough of them today are trying to charge schools for stuff that they probably don't need as much as the service provider thinks they need, and we're trying to do something that delivers an enormous amount for the school, for the students, reputationally as well, in the community, linking the schools to businesses, and we're our business model is the schools don't pay for that.
Plans then for September, I think, keep putting the content out. We're hoping to do some filming, I think, over your neck of the woods at some point this month.
A couple of dates that are filming dates. One a big supply company that we've talked about before, and a new one which is a group of artists all working together who've got this studio space out in Lethaby, Village, Essex.
Excellent.
And so hopefully in September, or at least we're working in the background to try and get those for September, because they're going to be some really nice visuals with both of those projects.